What's next? Questions? How many questions you have? Five? Oh. Like to have those questions? You agree? It's all up to you, you know? Okay. If you like to listen all the questions and answer, we can go ahead. Or if you like something else, it's up to you. You all decide. Excuse me? Something else? No, if you agree with this, there's nothing something else. If you don't want, you have to create something. We have to create something else. Oh, stories. Stories are story.
Would you like to continue with the teaching on the root text or Q&A? It's up to everyone. Maybe if you want Q&A, you raise your hand. If you want Q&A, no. Teaching, raise your hand. Teaching about the root text. Okay.
Or questions. Or similar.
Or prefer teaching about the root
Similar,
text.
I think they like also questions as well.
Okay.
First, you just read those questions.
Okay.
Then see.
Okay. So next is, at the point of our loved one passing, will seeking a Lama's assistance to perform Bardo prayer for our loved one be able to help them and reduce their negative karma?
The most important is just to practice when you are alive. Don't wait at the Bardo. No.
这个问题是问到呢，当我们的至亲往生的时候，我们会找一位师父来做这个中阴的祈愿祈祷，那为他做。所以呢，这个对于帮助减轻他的恶业有没有帮助？仁波切是说，最重要的是我们在活着的时候要修持，不要等到在中阴的时候。
Okay, next.
Previously, we have heard Rinpoche's teaching about the 4 Dharma seals: impermanence, suffering, and emptiness.
Four Dharmas.
Yes, 4 Dharma seal.
Suffering.
Impermanence, suffering, and emptiness.
Emptiness, then what's next?
So we like to request Rinpoche to explain on the 4th Dharma seal. Transcending sorrow is peace.
Sorrow.
Transcending sorrow is peace.
Transcending sorrow.
Is peace.
Transcending sorrow, you have to practice the bodhicitta, emptiness, yes. Then you can transcend the sorrow.
所以这边他是想要请仁波切解释关于四法印中无常、痛苦还有这个空性，然后也希望仁波切他可以解释这个四法印，更加的清楚去解释这个四法印，包括就是如何超越。包括就是这个超越痛苦是平静，所以仁波切他是说到，我们要超越这个痛苦的话，就必须要修持慈心以及慈悲心，还有这个菩提心。
When reciting mantras, should we recite it loudly, softly, or even mentally? So what is the different purpose for each way of reciting mantra?
You can say the mantra sound that how much you can hear. Not too loud, not too quiet. And if wrathful mantras, if you say loudly, a lot of entities are just scared because he's so wrathful, So you shouldn't say so loudly. The general mantra, you just say how much you can hear.
所以这个问题是问到，当我们在念诵咒语的时候呢，应该要大声念诵，或者是轻声，或者是在我们心里念诵。所以是哪一个是或者是说呢，有什么不同的目的呢？就是如果用不同的方式念诵，有什么不同的目的？所以仁波切是说到，我们在念诵咒语的时候呢，要念诵到你可以听到的程度就可以了，不需要太过大声或者是小声。
While doing meditation, there is sometimes we open our eyes and cast downwards, or eyes are closed. Please enlighten us on the difference between these two methods.
Close eyes, open eyes.
Yes, or what would you recommend?
When you generally just if you're doing quiet, no chanting, any prayers, any mantras, open eyes is better. The eyes just to have the mind calm, peaceful, looking downwards, not too close, not too far, just about a couple of feet distance. And you just look at the Buddha's eye, you see. This will give you, Buddha's eyes is downward, It's called meditation eyes. So do that.
这个问题呢是问到，当我们在禅修的时候，我们是要张开眼睛，还是把眼睛闭上？这个闭上眼睛的时候呢，所以是要张开眼睛还是闭着眼睛？那仁波切有什么建议的吗？好，所以在这边呢，仁波切是说到，我们如果进行这个念诵的时候，或者是念诵祈祷文的时候，我们可以张开眼睛。那这个张开的眼睛呢，它就是你的目光是要放在你的前方不远处，就是不要太往前，也不要太那个目光也不要太远。我们可以参考，就是佛像上那个佛的眼睛，它是如何看世的，所以就是以此来作为参照。
This question is about the example that Rinpoche has shared about killing and cooking the fish alive. So if someone find amusement when seeing how the chef prepares and cook the fish alive, then realize one's mistake, how should that person do? What should the person do?
How that person?
What should the person do if the person finds delight in seeing how the chef kills and prepares the fish? Yes. Or amused.
For amuse. It's very sad.
Not sad.
Sad.
Not sad. Happy.
If that person is happy, that doesn't know enough.
But the person realize his or her mistake for being happy to see.
He's happy,
Yeah.
Enjoying,
so what should the person do?
Enjoying the other person's suffering,
And the person realize his or her mistake. So what should the person do? Should the person confess? or that means
confess, and then if it's very good if the person realize there's a story. You want to hear the story. Okay. But at the same time, question, answer for this question, So there was in the village, there was a butcher. He's killing a lot of sheep. And then out there on the mountain, this cave, there was a meditator who was meditating for many years. And then that meditator could see the butcher was killing animals. And then the butcher was just keep killing the sheep. One time, now he was a sheep. He would rope just tight the legs of the sheep, there. That way he kills with a knife. And then before killing, he tied the sheep. But before killing the sheep, there's something very urgent happened. So he left the sheep there, knife next to the sheep, and he ran there to do that, to finish that. He went there and finished that, came back. And the sheep was tied there, and he couldn't find the knife. And he was wondering why I left the knife here. I don't see where, I was looking here, there, and so on. Then finally he pushed the sheep, and he found the knife under the sheep. And that moment he suddenly realized the sheep knows he's going to kill. Before he was thinking, sheep is an animal, so stupid, doesn't know anything, no any sense of killing or not killing or suffering, nothing, So at that moment, when he saw that instant, he was so moved. Even this animal, the stupid animal, knows going to kill and protect the life and doing these things. And his whole mind was totally blown up, And then he's reminding himself, putting knife to the sheep, and then killing all these things. He was totally just so moved by this, And in my life, how many sheep I have killed? He was reflecting all those things. And he thought himself, I am the one who is so stupid, who doesn't know the suffering of these beings that I have killed. He's got such a strong remorse in his mind. So I am the worthless person in this world. Instead of killing the sheep, I better die myself. With such strong remorse and feeling of guilt, killing all those animals. He thought, I better die than killing the animal. With that kind of mind, he jumped from the cliff, from there down, And then because of that, he was totally all the negativities that he has accumulated, totally vanished. And somehow he was flying from there. Instead of landing on the ground, he was flying in the sky. And the meditator who is, as mentioned, in the cave, he was looking at this butcher. Oh, this butcher, he was killing animal all their life. Now he's flying. And I'm here meditating for that many years. Now, if I cannot fly, I'm really disgraced, and I'm just shameful myself with kind of arrogance. And he jumped and he was smashed on the ground. So that's, you see, there's an answer for that. And that's the answer for your story. You see, animals, they cannot talk. That's why they're so stupid. They suffer so much. They cannot express. When you look carefully, they're shivering, in front of their knife. It's just shivering. They cannot talk because they're tight, their neck, their leg, and cannot escape. That's called suffering of the animals, you see. Oh, we just, as I mentioned, there's law, there's chicken farm, all those, they're just under the mercy of the human being. Human being, we consume so much lives of the sentient beings. So if you practice Dharma, Buddha's teaching, you see how Buddha's teaching will help so much, You are lost.
这个问题呢是问到，如果呢，就是根据上一次Rinpoche说到的这个故事，就是如果有人看到在现场煮鱼或者就是生煮那个鱼的那种情况，那这个人他因此感到欢喜，可是之后他又了悟，就是他明白了他这样做感到欢喜是错误的，那他是否要进行这个忏悔？他该怎么办？Rinpoche是说，是的，他应该进行忏悔。那他讲了一个故事，就是以前在一个村庄里面有一个屠夫，他就是杀害，就是他屠宰了很多的这个动物。那在这个村庄的山上有一个禅修的人在禅修，他常常看到这个屠夫呢在宰杀动物。有一次呢，这个屠夫他就把一只绵羊，它的脚呢绑起来，准备要杀死它，就是用一只刀把它杀死。在杀死之前呢，就是有一些事情发生，他就赶快先去处理。这时候他已经把这只羊绑好然后放在地上，也把这一把刀放在地上，就是等一下他回来要继续宰杀。可是当他回来的时候呢，他就找不到那把刀，尽管这个羊呢，它还被绑着躺在地上，可是刀已经不见了。屠夫他就找来找去，没有找到那把刀，他就把那只羊呢，就是推开，就看到刀就在羊的身下，因此他就了解到这只羊呢，他也知道自己将要被宰杀的这种情况，他看到了之后，他感悟到自己的错误，即使是再蠢笨的动物呢，也知道自己将要被宰杀，想要保护自己的生命，所以他被他看到的这一个情况所触动，他了解到他这一生呢，杀害了无数的这些绵羊，那他感到后悔，然后他也开始反思，我才是那个最蠢笨的，我不知道众生在被杀害的时候会有这么大的痛苦，所以他有非常强烈的这种悔悟的心升起，他甚至觉得自己是最无用的人，感到非常罪恶，他认为自己死了算了。 于是他就从这个山上跳下山崖。之后呢，可是呢，他跳下山崖之后，由于他的这个悔悟的心，令他的这些恶业呢都全部消失了，所以他跳下来的时候呢，他不但没有跌死，而且呢，他还在空中飞了起来。所以在这个时候，山上的禅修的这个修行者，他看到了他不但没有死，还在飞的这一幕呢，他就心里想，这个屠夫杀了这么多人，可是呢还能够飞，我作为一个修行者，在这里禅修了一辈子，却还不能够飞，那怎么可以？所以出于这种傲慢的心态呢，他也跳下山崖，最后就跌死了。所以呢，这个故事也可以告诉我们，忏悔的力量其实是很大的。我们可以看到动物它在受苦的过程中呢，它会颤抖，会害怕，所以这些就可以观察到动物们它们的痛苦。比如说之前仁波切他也提到，像这种养鸡场会处理很多屠宰很多的这些动物，所以我们如果作为一个佛教的佛法的修行者呢，我们其实可以尽可能减少对这些动物的伤害。
Is reciting mentally while walking acceptable?
Acceptable.
在走路的时候念诵的话呢，是否可以接受？仁波切是说可以接受。
Last question. If I wish to meditate on my guru to strengthen our connection, can Rinpoche guide us how to visualize and
Visualize
achieve
who?
it? Our guru to strengthen the
Strengthen.
connection with the guru.
I don't know what. If you practice Guru Yoga, it will strengthen your mind, your practice.
这个问题是问到，如果他想要禅修，如何加强与上师联系的这种观修法的话，他要如何进行观想？仁波切是建议他可以去修持这个上师瑜伽法。
That's it. Very good.
Anybody has any question on the spot?
Yes. Here.
Hello, Rinpoche.
Yes.
May I ask, right? There are many types of meditation, like object meditation, vipassana, shamatha. Is there any preferred type of meditation? And how do we know which type of meditation to do for which activity? And which is the preferred type of meditation?
Which meditation is good for what? Meditation is good for your mind. All different meditation is good for your mind. Your mind how to relax, clarify your mind. All the meditation is designed for that. All just to bring your mind in the right place. Huh?
So does it mean any type of meditation will do?
Yeah, any type of meditation you do is good for your mind. Okay. Yeah.
所以这个问题是问到有很多不同的禅修方法，包括了这个有所缘，还有这个内观禅修法。那哪一种禅修法是比较合适的？那么其实它是可以达到不同的禅修的方法，对于我们的心都是有帮助的。因为所有的禅修法都是为了要收摄我们的心，安住我们的心，所以都是有帮助的。
Related to that question, but according to the Theravada tradition, we should begin by practicing the shamatha meditation to develop strong concentration. Then we move on to the vipassana
Yes.
to develop the special insight. So, is this like the what would you like recommend?
Yeah, that's as I mentioned, meditation is good for your mind. Or meditation is first to stabilize your mind, coordinate your mind, and then from there you get all the benefits develops step by step.
接着的问题是问到呢，根据之前的问题，就是上副座呢，他们强调就是要从奢摩他开始，就是寂止开始，然后接着才进入内观禅修。那仁波切他有什么建议的吗？所以仁波切是说，所有的禅修法都是能够带来利益，它就是为了安住我们的心，让我们的心能够调节好。接着呢，他的目的就是为了要开展我的心。
Again, to make that more emphasis is, I mentioned the three training. You see, shamatha, vipassana, shila, shamatha, vipassana. But now I don't know the vipassana, what they're talking about, I don't know really if they are reaching to that vipassana. The meaning is it or just some awareness, shamatha and awareness. You're aware when you walk, you're aware what is happening. That not necessarily be a vipassana. Vipassana is a special insight. This is little more than that. Vipassana is a special technique to cross the demarcation of samsara and nirvana. You cross the demarcation from samsara to nirvana. That's called vipassana. Shamatha is common to all Buddhists, non-Buddhists, even, and moral ethics as well. But these are required for this, then of course the shila, the more you can use from the Buddha's wisdom teachings. What means shila? The more teachings, practices. Then on that samadhi, shamatha, samadhi, shamatha means calm abiding. Samadhi is meditative state. Samadhi and shamatha. It's basically to calm the mind. So these make the good conditions, as mentioned. I put a lot of emphasis on these other 2 days, these three coordinate. So we shouldn't say it's the Theravada system. The three training is for all the Buddhists are important, equally important, especially in Vajrayana, very important. The three trainings.
所以这个他强调呢，其实这个 我们可以再去了解一下这个三学，也就是戒定慧。那在这个三种修学或者是之前在这边提到的问题里面的这个奢摩他，还有这一个内观，他是说到呢，我们不要太过于去固着在这个名相上的含义。这个vipassana 内观的话呢，它其实也可以指，好像是它其实是一种特定的呃禅修方式。然后呢，有时候呢，我们也会做一些好像就是觉知的这种修持，这种禅定的修持。他说到这个戒定慧的部分，这个戒律的修持，然后再来就是我们要进行这个持戒的修持，再来就是我们的这个，再来就是这个奢摩，它指的是寂止，萨玛地三摩地指的是禅修的状态，所以他们的目的都是要让我们的心可以安住下来，可以有一个好的这个基础来修学佛法。所以这个三学呢，它对于佛教徒都是非常重要，尤其是金刚乘。
Okay. Two questions?
Two.
I thought it's finished.
Yeah, they just came in.
Came out. Yeah, yes, read, yes. We finished it now.
So there's one question before about it's better to remove like negative karma while the elderly person is still alive. So what happens if the elderly has passed on? What should one do for their parents?
Parents,
Yes, like it's better for the parent to practice virtuous deeds to remove negative karma, but his or her parents has already passed on. So what should the person do?
the parents, they do their own practice. So I guess they are not enlightened, So purify their own negative karma as much as possible with the mind of bodhicitta for the benefit of all sentient beings, which means it's included everyone there, before die.
But if like for example, the parent is already
Passed away.
yeah, passed away, what should the daughter or son do for the parent?
What they can do is, as mentioned, they practice, like say, Dharma, take refuge in the Buddha Dharma Sangha, and then cultivate bodhicitta. Say, I to repay my kindness to my parents, including all sentient beings. Today I practice bodhicitta. No.
所以这个问题是问到呢，当父母已经去世之后呢，我们要如何为他们做才可以帮他们消业？所以仁波切他是回答到，做子女的呢，他可以在修持的时候，比如说修持皈依或者是修持菩提心的时候，他要去思维，我这么修持呢，是为了要偿还或者是说回报父母对我的恩情。这个父母包括了一切的众生。
So I think we'll just have the last two questions and
Okay.
yeah. So is it more useful to do the self-generation of the deity by visualizing Tara or Chenrezig or Shakyamuni Buddha? Which is more useful to
all are same.
这个问题问到就是我们如果要自升为本尊的话，比如说要自升为度母观音还是释迦牟尼佛，哪一个比较有用？那仁波切他是回答，其实升起哪一尊都是相同的。
This is the last one now. Okay. Everybody heard now. This is the last one.
So if a person has his or her mind has given rise to Mahamudra due to the blessing of Guru Yoga, but the person's shamatha, it's not strong. Should the person put aside Mahamudra meditation and focus on shamatha meditation instead? But then by doing so, will the Mahamudra meditation weaken?
No, it will strengthen. If one have received Mahamudra's instructions and the shamatha is not so stabilized, so you can practice Mahamudra by stabilizing the shamatha.
如果有一个人呢，他就是心里升起了这个大手印，然后是由于他的心里升起了这个大手印，是由于上师瑜伽的加持。那这个人他对于这个奢摩他的修持还不是很稳固，那他是要将大手印的修持先放一边，或者是专注修持奢摩他吗？所以是要这样子来做吗？所以如果这样子做的话，这个大手印的禅修是否会弱化？所以仁波切他是回答说，不但不会弱化，而且它会强化。因为呢，它可以通过这个奢摩他的修持来稳固大手印。
Okay. Now here, refuge. Maybe we have maybe a few minutes. Here this, how much? There's no page. Anyway, this is the 4 trainings set here. The refuge. In Tibetan, the translation is a being source of refuge, the root of unsurpassable teaching is the triple gem. If I go through the Tibetan, Do means sentient beings, migrators. Tyap is a refuge. So means the refuge of the sentient beings. General idea of the taking refuge. Everyone has some kind of refuge. They take refuge in the money, take refuge in the house, they take refuge in the car, they take refuge under the tree, they take refuge in the ocean. So all sorts of there's a lot of refuge. You know that, So when there's so much rain is falling on you, you take refuge in the umbrella, see. So you get the protection from the rain. Then when there's a heat, cold, that you just go to your house, you take refuge in your house, get refuge from this. And then see, people make offerings to local deities, in your doors, outside doors, there are a lot of what you call some special shrine is made, put say this local deities, you make some offering of incense, or some flowers, everyone has something, And then, if you're a good friend of some powerful man or woman, if somebody said, take advantage of you, you know that you go to that person, that this person is taking advantage of me, please help me, and that you take refuge to that person. So in the world, they have a lot of refuge, And the baby take refuge in the mother. And the baby is thirsty, sick, they cry to the mother, I'm suffering, Cry, says, help me, So like that, you see. And then, a lot of we take refuge in our mental afflictions, Like say, if somebody's taking advantage of you, your anger says, you see, you are taking, this person is taking advantage of you. So then you just follow, you take refuge, the anger says, do this, you say, okay, I will follow you, So a lot of, we take refuge with our mental afflictions, in the world, when you have strong attachment, desire, and they said all these things, a lot of. So here it said, that's why I'm just explaining about the refuge, idea of refuge, Lame is unsurpassable refuge. The unsurpassable refuge of the sentient beings. What is that? Then the root of the teachings, Buddha's teaching. That is the Buddha, just the Konchog, the three jewel, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. So that, and what it's saying is the root, the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, at the root of the Buddha's teaching. It is the unsurpassable refuge for the sentient beings. That's the translation. Okay.
Yes， 在我们现在要讲的是4种修学。首先，第一个是皈依，所以皈依这边Rinpoche他解释到 ，draw 就是众生 ，gap 就是皈依，所以是指的是众生的皈依。在这边呢，就是每一个人都有不同的这个皈依的对境。有些人他会皈依这个金钱、车子、房子、海洋或者是树木等等。当下雨的时候呢，你的皈依你的庇佑，其实这个皈依就是有庇佑的意思，所以就是这个庇佑呢，就是雨伞，所以你寻求这个雨伞的保护，就是让你不要淋雨。当你就是被冷或者是热侵袭的时候，你的庇佑皈依处就是屋子、房子。在印度呢，有时候在室内或者是室外，他们会放置一些这种神台，就是佛龛，就是那种神台，然后里面供奉的就是世间的本地的神祇，所以他们就是向这些神祇寻求庇佑。另外就是你可能有一些好朋友具有权势的，那你一旦有问题，你会去寻求他的帮助，所以你也是以他作为一个庇佑皈依的对象。另外就是小宝宝呢，他的皈依的对象就是他的母亲，他一旦口渴或者是啼哭的时候，他就要寻求母亲的庇佑帮助。再来有很多的这个人呢，他们会寻求他们的皈依的对象是这些烦恼。那有些人可能会说了一些话，比如说你认为他是，比如说有人会说这个人在占我的便宜，然后你相信了，然后你就会跟着他说的话呢，他 这些有烦恼的言语来去做一些事情，就会跟着他。所以这边仁波切他解释的是这个皈依的含义是什么。然后在我们这个寄颂里面说到的这个无上的皈依就是根本的教法。所以这个根本佛陀的教法指的就是三宝，就是指佛法僧。
And also other, if you say some others, say when you have lawsuit, so somebody suing you, then whom you take refuge? You take refuge to whom? Lawyer, you pay to lawyers. Now you take refuge. Now it's up to the lawyer, so you take refuge to the lawyer. When you're sick, you take refuge to whom? Doctor, you see, so like this. So here, say, in the samsara, as we this morning, we went through all the details, before turning of the mind. When you get all those messages, now there's no absolute peace and happiness, no matter what you do. No matter what kind of people you have, best friend. There's no one give you the ultimate refuge to free from entire suffering. When you reflect about this, then there comes the three jewel, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Here said, Tenza, the root of the teachings. All the Buddha's teachings are echoed these three, okay? Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Buddha is the teacher. And the Vajrayana, Buddha, Vajradhara. And general comment, our Buddha Shakyamuni. So, who talked all of those teachings, all the sutras, Sutrayana teachings, Vajrayana teachings, talked by the Buddha. So Buddha is the source of those all wisdom. And those all the wisdoms are within in the Dharma teachings. That's what you study, practice. Then there's all are practiced by the great Sanghas, Arhats, Bodhisattvas, all those, you see. This is a comprehensive Buddha's complete teaching, whether it's Sutrayana, Vajrayana. In Vajrayana, sometimes we call Guru, Yedam, Dakinis, you have heard of that, So Guru is the Buddha, Vajradhara, and Yedam is the Dharma. Just like this morning, we meditate ourselves as a Cheresik. Cheresik is a Yedam that time. So you become Cheresik, you see, as a Dharma that helps you to transform into enlightened state. You take refuge in that. And Dakinis is all just Vajrayana Sangha. Dakini, not necessarily all the female. Yeah, Dakini, Kandu. So, Ha means space. Space means Dharmakaya. Do means who remain in that Dharmakaya, who are practicing that wisdom teaching. So you see, so when you take refuge, you have heard of a lot about this, say, with the example of doctor, medicine, nurse. So the teacher, the Buddha, is like the doctor. And the dharmas, all the dharmas, like the medicine. And all the sanghas are like the nurses, So see. So as the other day I mentioned, Buddha prescribed all the teachings no, to study, to practice. No? And Buddha prescribed all things that to avoid, all the mental delusions, non-virtues, including all those, to how to purify. So, so that's the Dharma. Then you study, you practice, you follow. We take refuge in the Buddha. Buddha is the object of the perfect state. No, when you see Buddha, even just Buddha statue or Buddha's painting, you see, it gives you some kind of serenity, peace. This is the Buddha, It helps your mind to relax a little bit, at least, See, because Buddha is the object of the perfection. To achieve that the perfect state, then Buddha taught the Dharma to study, practice. That we study, practice. Practice means, as I mentioned, we purify all our mental delusions. In the samsara, nobody knows about these things. They always just engage with their mental afflictions. Something like say, perhaps will give you total protection. As mentioned, by taking refuge, your anger, attachment, your ego. You didn't know they are the one that you destroy you. But through the Buddha's wisdom, gives us that kind of wisdom. We have been taking a wrong refuge from the beginner's time up until now. Therefore, we are not free from samsara. We just totally relentlessly, blatant and relentlessly just follow into the wrong direction. And then at the end, you achieve nothing but only suffering. You work so hard, sacrificing a lot of things, and then you suffer. It's real if you see this. So Buddha saw this, see these things, and has that kind of special compassion. And we don't realize that. Even sometimes Buddha, when they say this, no, I don't want to follow you. I want to do this my way, and continue with your what's called inveterate propensity, that habit. You just keep following that. And because of that, never end of suffering. So if you follow Buddha's teaching, then there's a hope, there's a way. It may take time, because it's to delete our habit, bad habit. It takes time. It's like a rubber band. When you have a rubber band, you pull it, it stretches. Release it, go back, same. And you pull it and release it. It's just keep continuing, That's our habit of samsara. Nobody taught you how to protect your ego. Nobody taught you how to be angry, how to have attachment, desire, all this. It's just there. Because it continues the habit, life after life, life after life. So Buddha's teaching taught this is how you are conditioned. So to understand that as a mission, when you study, practice Buddha teaching means how to become a better human being, who makes a less mistake, do better for yourself, better for others. Eventually to free from samsara. That's the Dharma teaching that we're studying, practicing, you know. So it's so auspicious, we should say. That is called auspicious. Sometimes you see rainbow. Oh, today's day is very auspicious. Look at the rainbow, you say, you know. We don't know. Rainbow is just rainbow, you know. But this practice is auspicious, real auspicious. The taking refuge is the first, most important, the first step you take. Then you study. So all the study in Dharma, there's so many Dharma teachings, everything's included in this three jewel. All the Dharmas, you know, Vajrayana, Mahayana, Theravadayana, all the Dharma teachings are in the Dharma section. Okay, that's called, you know, Vinaya section, Sutra section, Abhidharma section. You know, all the Dharmas are included in the Dharma. And all the Sanghas, you know, Shariputtras, Sharavakas, you know, Patik Buddhas, and then Bodhisattvas, this, oh, Dakas, Dakinis, all are in the Sangha section. You know? And all the Buddhas, the peaceful Buddha, wrathful Buddha, whatever you call, all the Buddhas in the Buddha section. So all those Buddhist teachings are within these three jewels. Make sense? That's how you take refuge, you see. First, you something as a beginning, Buddha is something outside there. Dharma is out there. Sangha is out there, you know. And we study, we follow step by step. Then as other day I mentioned, our mind is the most powerful. You see, mind is the vast, profound. And you cooperate with that, you do follow that kind of practice meditation, you see, oh yes, it is the mind. Everything is mind. Something is not outside there. It's within us. When we are confused, based on the ignorance, we suffer and cycles with this body. You see, this body with the five skandha is the center of the samsara. No, that cycles in the samsara. We need house for what? Because of the body. We need car for what? Because of the car, our body. We need to eat food because of the body. We need clothes because of the body. For all this reason, the body is the foundation. And then we were born with suffering. And we age with the suffering. It's body. Body is the one which is born. Body is the one which is aging. Body is the one who's getting sick. Finally die. You see? Recognize that? We see something, we think something, I'm very good. It's all out there, you know. All the problems out there. I'm perfect, you know. We have that kind of our perception, you know. I'm just fine. I'm doing well, but I'm suffering because of that, because of you, because of that he, you know. See, you know. So all this, we need light because of our eye. We need sound system because of ear, you know. So the samsara is within here. This is samsara. This is a vicious samsara, unending problem, and would die with that. You see, make sense? This is just recognition. You understand about that. See, it's not a Buddhism, okay? It's what do you call that? Anybody can think anything about this? What kind of terminology you use? Oh, reality. Oh, way of life, I don't know. It's a vicious cycle. That house, we wander. This is not just one country, one culture. Everywhere you go, from Asia to North America, South America, Africa, what else? Europe, anywhere you go, doesn't matter who speaks what language, doesn't matter what they believe or not believe, See, but it's the reality nature. So, seeing that nature, Buddha taught this teaching. It makes you amazing, isn't it? See. So we Buddhists have a very big responsibility. Okay. Don't be too, what you call, weak. Okay. You have to build strength, wisdom. You have to build courage. Okay. See, in the world, we need that. All these technologies, as I mentioned, is a product of the mind. We just say, oh, technology is coming. So smart, they are so smart, they will do these things. Who created that? So your mind. So somebody is making those things and try to manipulate into society. They become billionaire. Because of this being, their mind is very, creative. It's the mind's product. But Buddha made such internet, called internet of the enlightenment, okay? Should understand that, okay? If you click that, internet will give you all the tip how to free from confusion, how to achieve enlightenment. Okay, that's the Buddha's wisdom. Okay. We're not studying enough. We're not practicing enough. Okay. All our attention is taken by this fabricated, all this fabricated, our attention is taken by that. And there are the confused. They created from confusion, and we're following after the confusion. And then there we suffer. You see, no matter how much internet they may create, this artificial intelligence, no matter how much they're powerful, it's not out of suffering. Within the dimension of the suffering. Make sense? So there's refuge. We should not forget what refuge is. Don't treat refuge as something beginner, just for just so simple thing, Refuge is first most important. Then all the practice now we do is within the refuge. You can say Mahamudra, Gyaltshen, all this within the refuge. Okay. There's no inner teachings, which is not within the refuge. So that's why we take refuge, the Buddha. Then to become Buddha, we study, practice the Dharma. And then be Sangha, good practitioner. It's called, it's translated as excellent community. Sangha means excellent community. Great practitioners who are so much oriented with the wisdom, compassion, courage. That's what's called the ultimate refuge for the sentient being. It's the three jewels, the root of the teachings. Okay, so the text is so profound. Okay, looks like it's enough now. It's a one good session. It's a good session. Okay, so you want this? Go ahead here. Yeah.
所以在这边呢，四种修学里面的第一个是皈依。所以首先众生的皈依处，无上教法的根本即是三宝，恒常的皈依处，珍宝宝藏赐予保护者。所以在这边呢，我们刚才讲到了这个，我们皈依的对象是三宝。比如说我们在面对这一个法律诉讼的时候，皈依的对象是谁？就是这个律师。生病的时候，皈依的对象是医生。在轮回当中呢，没有究竟的安乐，所以我们即使有很好很有权势的朋友呢，也没有办法就是庇护我们免于痛苦。所以我们要去反思，最终我们皈依的对象必须是三宝，三宝的庇佑。所以三宝呢就是佛法僧。所以首先呢，佛他给予了教法。比如说这个金刚乘的，在金刚乘里面呢，这个佛也指的是金刚总持，它也代表佛。还有另外就是释迦牟尼佛，也是代表了佛。所以释迦牟尼佛他给予经序还有密序的教法。佛他是一切智慧的来源，一切的这个智慧都是包含在佛的这个教法当中。所以这个有了这个佛的教法之后，学习佛的教法，因此就有了僧众僧团。在金刚乘里面，我们也说上师本尊还有就是空行母。所以这个上师也是象征佛，本尊就是象征法，也包括比如说这个观音，他们帮助我们转化我们的心。那这个空行母，它代表僧团，并不只是女性的这个空行母，它是包含了这个僧团的含义。比如说，另外还有一个比较世间的说法，就是医生、药物、护士。医生就代表了上师，他赐予的教法就是如同药物一般。僧众僧团就是护士。佛陀他就如同医生，他就是规制了一切的教法。然后呢，他知道什么教法是适合我们学习的，适合哪一些人学习等等。所以呢，他的这个教法规制之后呢，就我们可以学习这些教法。佛陀他是一个圆满的对境，所以我们每次看到佛像的时候，我们可以升起安乐、平静、放松的感受。佛陀他已经圆满证悟，就是所以他教授的这些佛法的内容，在轮回当中我们都有烦恼。所以这个烦恼我们都有很多的这个烦恼。有些人他就会把他的庇佑皈依就是是这个把嗔怒或者是烦恼视为他的皈依的对象。可是这样子的话呢，就会毁灭你的人生。所以呢，我们跟随什么道路是非常重要的。如果跟随错误的道路，就会产生痛苦。不论你再努力，最终呢，结果仍就是痛苦。佛陀他看到这种情况，他就以慈悲心呢，就是才宣说教法。如果我们跟随佛陀的 教法，我们就是能够获得一个这个正确的道路。那它可以帮助我们去清除掉我们的这些坏的习惯。那当然，这个过程是需要时间的。就比如说我们在拉那个橡皮筋的时候呢，我们拉了之后一放松，它又会恢复原状。所以这个就如同我们的习惯，虽然你今天可以去稍作改变，可能明天又会恢复。所以这个没有人教我们要去嗔怒，或者是要有贪着欲望等等。可是因为我们过去多生多世累积的这些习气的缘故，所以它就很容易升起。当我们学习了佛陀的教法，的时候，他是教导我们要如何成为更好的一个人，所以呢，最终我们可以从轮回当中解脱。我们有时候看到这个彩虹，我们会认为说这个是非常吉祥的一个征兆，可是其实它就仅仅是彩虹。实际上，吉祥的是佛陀的教法，它才是吉祥的。那一切的这个教法都包含在这个三宝当中、经律论当中，所以这个另外呢，就是这个我们所谓的佛法僧里面，这个佛呢，就一切的诸佛都包含在这个佛部当中。法呢，这个僧呢，包括了菩萨还有就是空行、空行母等等，他们都是包含在这个僧团里面。我们有时候会认为，一般人会认为佛法僧他是好像一个外在的对境，可是其实，我们的心呢，是非常甚深的。当我们在禅修的时候，我们可以去关键这个心它的运作。其实是一切的诸法，也一切的这个轮回呢，都包含在我们这个身体里。比如说，我们所经历的痛苦或者是烦恼，它其实就是一个循环。这个我们身上，我们身体这个五蕴呢，就是在我们身体里，它就是一个轮回的显现。就是五蕴就是色受想行识，所以呢，我们需要房子、车子或者是食物、衣物等等，那是因为我们这个身体这具身体需要，那我们身体也会有生老病死的问题，所以我们要去思维一切的这个我们有些人会认为。我是完美的，一切的问题都是外部的问题，都是别人的问题，我是很好的。有些人可能会这么想，可是其实呢，我们所经历的轮回，所谓的轮回，就是在这个当下，在我们的身体里，那它会给我们产生这个无止境的问题，包括了它就像一个恶性循环一样，就是无止境的不断在轮回来回，所以不论在这种情况呢，哪里都会有，不论你是住在什么地方，欧洲、非洲、美洲等等，它其实都是存在的。佛陀的教法呢，它是不可思议，因为所以呢，我们作为佛教徒有这样子的责任，去成为一个更有这个强而有力、有勇气的一个佛教徒，我们必须要去建立我们的勇气能力。现在的这个科技呢，它其实都是新的产物。也因为这个新创造出这些科技产物，很多人成为了亿万富翁。所以，可是呢，更有价值的是佛他所创造的、建立的这个政务的网络。当我们只要一按这个按钮呢， 我们就可以远离迷惑，能够获得正悟。这个就是佛陀的智慧。我们其实一般人的问题就是我们的修持还不够，我们的学习还不够。那心，它有很多时候它会有很多的造作，然后呢也会因此产生迷惑。所以我们不要忘记，就是说，我们其实要皈依的对象呢，千万不要是那种简单的，而是要那种最究竟的，就是三宝。我们要皈依的对象就是三宝。那三宝里面还包含了大手印、大圆满等等，其实都包含一切的教法都包含在里面。如果我们想要成佛，所以我们就去研读佛法，学习佛法。之后呢，我们就会成为僧团的一员。僧团就是一个团体，它是由很多这些有修行成果的僧众组成。所以这个僧团呢，它以这个悲心，然后勇气，然后为利一切众生来行持弘法。那所以那个这个就是三宝。
That's good. Finish. I think now time is past, isn't it? So now this the text, the root text, the essence of Mahayana teaching, or heart essence of Mahayana teaching. So I initiated. Now we'll continue by Donzi Rinpoche for the completion. That's right.
仁波切他是说到呢，就是这个大乘经要他已经开始了讲授，那之后他会请罗金仁波切继续讲授完。
My Dhamma understanding is very low, and then my English is, of course, very primitive. My English is called primitive English. Barely can little bit can say something, but most time it's incomplete, you know.
仁波切他很自谦的说，其实他的英文比较简单，所以很多内容讲的也是不是很完整。
Anyhow, thank you everybody for coming. Yeah, you all, and so I hope it has been a little helpful, got some benefit.
So, thank you, Rinpoche. You are being very humble. Okay. Yes. Okay. So on behalf of everyone here, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to Khenchen Rinpoche for bestowing these precious teachings upon us. So we we hope that Rinpoche will continue to turn the Dharma wheel, and we have the fortune to welcome him back to our center for future teachings. And I think we still wish that you continue to teach this essence of Mahayana. So with that, we'd like to invite the representative from our Driga Tutum Dargaling Center to present a token of appreciation to Khenchen Rinpoche and Khenpo Tinley. 所以在此，我们很感谢Khenchen Rinpoche 他这一次就是教授了 我们就是传这个教法给我们，然后我们也希望他能够继续的长转法轮，然后我们能够再一次的欢迎他回来我们的中心，继续的就是教导关于今天的这个法教，然后So now we also like to rejoice in everyone's merit, those who are present in this hall and as well as all those overseas participants who had joined us on Zoom. And thank you all for attending this precious teaching. So the QR code one has already started to queue for blessing. We like to invite everyone to stay after you receive the blessing. We will have a group photo with Rinpoche. Okay, so and Kempo as well. So please don't leave yet. We haven't take our group photo with Khenchen Rinpoche and Kempo. And after the group photo, we'd like to invite participants to stay back to help tidy up the hall. So thank you for your kind assistance. And also lastly, if you would like to receive more information about future programs, please you can join us on our WhatsApp channel or follow us on WhatsApp. You can leave your contact number with our volunteers. Okay, 所以想要就是大家就是已经在接受这个加持仁波切的加持，不过想要请大家继续留在这里，因为我们要拍一个群体照，所以请不要离开先。然后呢，在